Hey, what's going on? It's Stokely from Sauce on Delay. I was just talking to Microsoft Copilot because today I took it upon myself to do some exercise. The funky thing is that I had a conference call at 12 p.m. that I was supposed to get on, but I ended up totally forgetting about the conference call. Maybe running for like 5 minutes. Running for about 5 minutes, or jogging, not running, really jogging for about 5 minutes, and then I did a little, I don't know what the word is, calisthenics. I did that for maybe about, another 5 minutes, and then I walked back to work because there's a park nearby. I don't know. Hopefully I can make it a regular thing to do, but I don't know if I am. But physical activity is very important. The funky thing though is after I finished exercising, I felt lousy. And all kind of thoughts were going through my head because my body felt charged up though. My body felt charged up like I was tingling all over. I felt like I was tingling all over. I was like, I wonder if I just created a lot of static charge, and let's be weird, okay? I'm gonna be weird. Since I'm not grounded, that static charge wasn't allowed to dissipate. And now that I'm looking at myself, I'm wearing a polyester shirt and I'm wearing polyester pants. I'm wearing cotton socks and patent leather shoes with rubber soles. And I also have on my copper bracelets. I'm being weird, right? But the polyester now, I think wool and cotton, they're better at creating a static charge. But I'm running in basically a full suit of clothes. I got my belt on. I'm dressed corporate casual, and I was doing a little bit of jogging and some exercise. I felt charged up, but at the same time I felt like a little woozy, and my stomach was full since last night, and I didn't even want to eat. I mean, I had some coffee this morning, and that's the only thing I ate, and I still feel full. I overate yesterday. Either I overate or I don't know what's going on. So, I just need to give my stomach a break, I guess. I was kind of full even yesterday when I was eating. Food was good. Anyhow, so sometimes I get inspired to move around a little bit, especially when I see one of my inspirations for exercise named Ziz. So I saw, I played some Ziz music while I was doing my little thing there. But that was cool, I'm not like an exercise buff. I should be though. But I wanted to know about sweating because I rarely ever sweat, you know what I mean? Even that little jog that I did, it didn't really produce anything. And it's being touted that going into the sauna is a very healthy thing. There's a lady that I know. There's a lady that I know. She owns a spa. I don't know if the spa is still open, but she had two things going on. She had a spa, and she also had a vegan restaurant / juice bar business. And one of the I don't know whatever happened to the sauna, but I hope it's still doing good. But you don't need to go to the sauna if you're actually breaking a sweat in real life. If you're really breaking a sweat, you don't really need to go to the sauna. In my opinion. So I wanted to know, salt is, I skipped ahead. Sweat is salty, yeah? So I wanted to know what are the molecules inside of sweat. Now, there's different things that taste salty that are not sodium chloride. So anyhow, whatever. So I asked Cortana, not Cortana, I'm sorry, Copilot. What are the compounds in sweat? And here are some of the compounds: water, sodium chloride, potassium, calcium, magnesium, bicarbonate, which is HCO3, lactate, C3H6O3. Yeah, I think that's what it's saying. My screen is cracked. Urea, which is NH2CONH2. Weird. It has like it's kind of like ammonia with a carbon monoxide mixed in there somewhere. And then the other one, lactate, I don't know, I guess that's the same thing that's in milk, I'm not sure. Magnesium, that's a micro, that's something that people have been talking about a lot recently, because it's supposed to I don't know what it's supposed to do. Calcium, I'm surprised at that. Potassium, and sodium chloride, and water. So Copilot also told me that these molecules are filtered out of the blood via the liver and the kidneys also. So the majority of them are sent out in our feces and our urine. But the body also sends it to the sweat glands all over our skin. And you know that the skin is the largest organ, right? So, you see there that the skin, liver and the kidneys regulate these trace minerals. Yeah, that's what they call magnesium, a trace mineral. Regulates all of these minerals in the body. And it's important to sweat. It's important to keep your kidney clean. It's important to keep your liver clean. Your liver and your kidneys, those are significantly affected by stuff like medications and alcohol. So we got to be careful with medications, like pain medications, and alcohol and all these things. The liver and the kidneys try to filter those things out. Go ahead. The liver and the kidney tries to filter those things out and either send it to urine and feces or send it to your skin. I'm pretty sure it goes other places too. But I think that, I probably started feeling a little headache, a little, not really a headache, but I feel a little woozy. Because, partially I didn't hydrate. I haven't consistently hydrated. That's a part of it. And part of it is that I don't think my breathing was off. My breathing was pretty good. I don't think I was hydrated enough. And whatever's going on with my stomach regarding just feeling full and still, I want to eat, but I feel like something's in my stomach, so I don't want to eat. It could be empty. But it doesn't feel like it's empty at all. Anyhow, that's all I really wanted to share. Just things that are excreted by the skin, similarly to how the liver and kidneys are working. So in my theory, the liver and kidneys have to work a little harder if you're not sweating. If you're not sweating, all of that just comes back into the circulatory system, and as a result, your kidneys and your liver have to work a little more to send it into your urine and your feces. Now your urine, that's where you really want to dilute. So you want to give yourself enough water so your kidneys can filter out the blood properly, and it doesn't have to work with a viscous fluid. It can work with a more diluted fluid, you know what I mean? Like even in a device called a reverse osmosis filter. A reverse osmosis filter has a membrane, and it runs the water basically in like two directions. Or the water goes in two directions. Some water goes through the membrane, some water goes into waste. Reverse osmosis machine wastes a lot of water, but it gives you a very pure water without many elements in it. But it's made out of some kind of polymer out of it, which is strange enough. It's made out of some kind of plastic-based polymer. So it uses pressure also to try to filter the water. But a lot of water gets wasted during reverse osmosis filtration. So you need a lot of water. You waste a lot of water. Now a regular particulate filter, that's just like a filter element, a basic filter element, just uses pressure or whatever to pass it through I guess you could call it a membrane. It passes it through an element. They call it an element for the most part. Passes it through the filter element, and the filter element just catches big particles. Reverse osmosis can catch much smaller particles. And I think reverse osmosis also uses some kind of electrolyte. Oh, it removes electrolytes. I'm sorry. Forget what I said about that part about the electrolytes. But reverse osmosis machine wastes a lot of water. So if our kidneys and our livers are filtering out things on a molecular level, and if it works similar to a reverse osmosis machine, it needs a lot of water to not only be a conduit for the minerals, but also to wash out the particles, to also wash out the waste. It's filtering and it's removing waste. So we're losing water every time we breathe. Basically, we're losing a little bit of water. So I think staying hydrated is very important. But hey, if I keep talking, I won't have anything to say. Thanks for listening.